Gosh, I had to. Yeah, one more, though.
Thank you, I'm sorry.
Just keep it in the box. Please, keep them in shape. Oh.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Virginia Harger, Chairperson of the Shelton Planning and Zoning Commission. Today is Wednesday, November 18th, and the special meeting of the Shelton Planning and Zoning Commission is hereby called to order. This meeting is categorized as a special meeting as it's being held at a time other than when our regular meeting was to take place.
You got a resounding something.
Protocol for this afternoon's meeting was previously reviewed by Corporation Counsel, who indicated to me that it is compliant with the executive orders issued by the governor and fair for those attending in person or watching from a remote location. Just a reminder that all commissioners and staff and anyone else in the auditorium need to wear masks that cover the nose and mouth throughout the meeting, even when speaking. Your cooperation is appreciated. Would everyone present in the auditorium please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, and I invite all who are participating remotely to do the same. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Here you go, Jenny.
Thanks. Doing a little shuffle. So I'll start with a roll call. When your name is called, please verbally indicate you're present, and I'll begin with those who are participating remotely. Commissioner Parkins?
Here.
Commissioner Tiki?
Here.
Commissioner Usel?
Here.
Mr. Panico, our consultant?
Here.
And for those who are in the auditorium, myself, Commissioner Harger, Commissioner Kelly,
Present.
Commissioner Motto,
Here.
Mr. Rossetti, our administrator,
Here.
Mr. O'Neill, our assistant administrator and CEO,
Present.
Mr. Nappi, our downtown projects coordinator,
Here.
Ms. Renalthos, our recording secretary,
Here.
and Ms. Charbonneau, our stenographer.
Here.
And just for the record, Commissioner Radomski and alternate Commissioner Laskos both indicated to me they would not be able to participate in this afternoon's meeting. And Commissioner Usel, please sit in for Commissioner Radomski.
Understood.
Thank you. A couple of points before continuing with this afternoon's agenda. This is the Commission's 21st meeting being done via a live streaming process. Commissioners participating in person and remotely will be able to make comments throughout the meeting so that we're not all talking across each other, and our recording secretary is clear as to who is speaking. Commissioners are asked to please say Madam Chair and then your name. As soon as the chair recognizes you, you're free to speak. Please be aware that you may hear an echo. Commissioners participating remotely are asked to be aware and remember that microphones on computers will pick up ambient sounds which will be heard in the auditorium throughout the PA system including movement of papers, phones ringing, and conversations if others are in the room. So if at all possible, and you have the ability to do so, please mute the audio on the computer. At today's resumption of the public hearing for application 20-18, any comments submitted from the public within the time frame for submission will be acknowledged for the record. The chair will then recognize anyone from the public who further wishes to address the commission on application 2018. Those from the public attending today who choose to address the commission need to clearly write their name and address on the sign-up sheet that is on the front of the table here. This is to assist the recording secretary and stenographer when doing the minutes and transcript of meeting. Members of the public addressing the commission during all of today's public hearings need to be mindful of the following. All comments or questions are to be directed to the chair and the chair only, not to the applicant and/or his associates. No dialogue is permitted between the public and the applicant or any of the applicant's associates. All comments from the public should address specific criteria of the zoning regulations and the merits of the application. All comments from the public should be new information and not a repeat of comments previously presented. Unless a member of the public has new comments to or questions of the chair, members of the public who wish to address the commission are asked to briefly indicate whether or not they are in agreement with the previous speaker and not repeat the same testimony. Members of the public are expected to practice appropriate etiquette by being quiet, observant, and respectful. Disruptive attendees may be asked to leave. After all members of the public who are in attendance today finish addressing the commission, the applicant will be given the opportunity to respond to public comments or questions. The chair will then ask if any member of the commission has any questions for the applicant. After any questions are presented by the commission, the applicant will be given the opportunity to answer those questions. After the applicant and/or his associates have concluded the presentation, have answered all questions, and have addressed all concerns from the commission and/or public, and if no further information is needed by the commission, the chair will ask for a motion to close the public hearing. If the commission feels further information is needed, the chair will ask for a motion to keep the public hearing open. At a future meeting of the commission, after each public hearing has closed, the commission will discuss the specific application, and the chair will poll the commission for a consensus on how to proceed. And a reminder to the commission that once the public hearing has opened and until it is closed, commissioners are not permitted to make any public comment, discuss any part of the applicant's presentation, or receive additional information from anyone. So we'll begin with the continuation of the public hearing for application 20-18, Dominic Thomas for AKD Properties at 32 Andrew Drive, Assessors Map 20, lots 9 and 10, for a re-subdivision of Mountain View Manor, Lot 17, to include 2 buildable lots and 3.88 acres. Mr. Rossetti, was there any comment from the public received since we are opening of the public hearing?
There were no comments to the public.
Okay, thank you. All right, and just the chair would like to know for the record, this application was accepted for review. On October 14th, 2020, a public hearing opened on October 28th. At the public hearing, the commission heard the applicant's proposal, and one member of the public, a resident of Dome Drive, spoke, asking questions about the type of water supply, whether or not Andrew Drive was to be extended, and who received notice of the public hearing. Attorney Thomas noted that well water is available, Andrew Drive would not be extended, and residents within a radius of 200 feet of the property received notice of the public hearing. The commission voted to continue the public hearing. Mr. Rossetti, one other question. Were any reports from any city departments required for this proposal? City engineer, fire marshal, anything like that?
No.
Sewer commission? Okay, very good. So, Attorney Thomas, you're here representing
Yes.
the applicant, so do you have some other information for us?
Attorney Dominic Thomas, Coleman Thomas, 315 Main Street, Haven, Connecticut, representing the applicant. The public hearing was kept open to see if there was going to be any public comment. We don't have anything further. We believe it is an approval as a matter of right. And the appropriate documentation for the variance has been submitted, so I would, we have nothing really further to submit to the commission. We would hope the commission would choose to act on this as soon as possible, having continued the public hearing and gotten no public comment.
Okay. Any commissioners remotely have any questions for Attorney Thomas? Okay, do any commissioners here in the auditorium have any questions for Attorney Thomas?
No.
Okay. Okay, there are no members of the public, as far as I can tell, in the auditorium. But I will ask, are there any members of the public who wish to address the commission on this application? Any members of the public who wish to address the commission on this application? Last call for any members of the public who wish to address the commission on this application. Okay, so any final comments, questions, or concerns from any of the commissioners? Okay,
Make a motion
is
to
there...
close the public hearing.
Okay, Commissioner Parkins, was that you about closing the public hearing?
Yes, it was a motion. Commissioner Parkins making a motion to close the public hearing.
Very good, I was just gonna ask for one. So there's a motion to close the public hearing from Commissioner Parkins. Is there a second?
I'll second.
There's a second from Commissioner Kelly. Let me do a roll call vote on the motion to close the public hearing, made by Commissioner Parkins and seconded by Commissioner Kelly. Commissioner Motto?
Aye.
Commissioner Ticky?
Aye.
Commissioner Usel?
Aye.
Commissioner Kelly?
Aye.
Commissioner Parkins?
Aye.
And the chair votes aye. Commissioners ready to discuss and move on this particular application?
No, I think so.
Okay, Commissioners Motto and Kelly here in the auditorium have indicated they feel comfortable in moving ahead with this today. How about commissioners participating remotely? Commissioner Ticky, Commissioner Usel, Commissioner Parkins, do any of you have any issues with moving forward?
None at all.
Okay, that's Commissioner Parkins. Commissioner Ticky or Commissioner Usel?
This is Commissioner Ticky. I have no problem moving forward tonight.
Okay, and Commissioner Usel, are you good to go?
Good to go.
Okay, thank you. All right, if we have no further comments on this, does any commissioner wish to make a motion on this particular application?
Yeah, I'll actually prepared.
We have Mr. Rossetti?
Yep.
Mr. Rossetti has a motion for everyone to hear first.
This would be a motion. Hello. This would be a motion for the re-subdivision of application number 20-18 on plan entitled AKD Properties Re-Subdivision Lot Number 17, Mountain View Manor, prepared by D'Amico Associates, dated August 22nd, 2020. This approval shall be null and void if the applicant fails to adhere to all conditions of their approval and receive plan endorsement by the commission chairperson within 1 year of the action. The approval shall be null and void if the construction is not completed within 5 years of the provisions and/or modifications to the approved site plan are subject to review and approval by staff prior to commencement and may require action by the commission. Failure to notify staff of any changes may result in the issuance of a stop work order and/or other sanctions. No certificate of zoning compliance will be used to belong below erosion control are submitted in an amount determined by the engineer. Zoning department is having form of surety acceptable to the corporation council. The applicant fails to complete all required subdivision improvements prior to the endorsement of the amount. Applicant shall execute the agreement on bond with the commission. Completion of all subdivision improvements within 2 years of the endorsement date. Failure to comply may result in the signing of the stop work order. The record bylaw shall be recorded in the clerks within 90 days of the appeal period. Fail to report within 90 days will null and void the subdivision approval. And all details concerning the development shall be installed underground and noted on the record map.
Okay. That's fair? Okay.
Madam Chair, this is Commissioner Parkins. Just a reminder to those on the phone, if you can keep yourselves on mute so that there's not feedback on the line, it would be helpful to hear.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Parkins. Will anyone that's participating remotely, go to mute, please, unless you're about to speak. Okay, so there's a motion that was read from Mr. Rossetti on this particular application. Is, any commissioner want to make a motion to approve this particular motion read by, Mr. Rossetti?
I'll make a motion to approve.
There's a motion to approve from Commissioner Kelly. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from Commissioner Motto. And on a roll call, Commissioner Parkins?
Aye.
Kelly?
Aye.
Commissioner Motto?
Aye.
Commissioner Ticky?
Aye.
Commissioner Yuso?
Aye.
And the chair votes aye. The motion to approve has, passed 6-0. Okay, the next agenda item is 20-21. And it's, Willinger and Bucci for Manuel Motino at 6 Todd Road, Assessors Map 77, Lot 25, for a planned development district on 1.22 acres for a 10,170 square foot retail development. And would the secretary please, Commissioner Miles, please read the legal notice?
Nelson Planning and Zoning Commission of the City of Shelton, Connecticut, hereby gives notice of a public hearing to be held on Wednesday, November 18th, 2020, 4:30 p.m. in the Shelton City Hall Auditorium, 4 Hill Street. Consider the following. 1, initiation of application 20-21, Willinger and Bucci for Manuel Motino at 6 Todd Road, Assessors Map 77, Lot 25, for a planned development district including 10,170 square foot retail development, which is generally bound as follows. Northerly by Flat Road and 376 West Bridgeport Avenue, PDD 63, easterly by 84 Flat Road, 1A-2, southerly by 20 Todd Road, RBC, westerly by Todd Road and Bridgeport Avenue. Property is currently zoned in an office park district zone on 1.22 acres. Plan is titled Proposed Site Development Plans for property located at 6 Todd Road by Carrera Engineering and dated July 21, 2020. All plans listed above are on file in the Planning and Zoning Office. At this hearing, all persons will have the right to be heard within the state's guidelines, and written communications will be received. Please note, due to COVID-19 and the governor's executive orders, this meeting will only have seating for a maximum of 2 adequate spacing between all seats. This meeting will be streaming live via YouTube Live, and access to the stream will be posted on the city's main webpage at cityofshelton.org. All relevant materials will be available through the Planning and Zoning section of the city's webpage. Attendance from those not physically in attendance must be received by the Planning and Zoning Office at least 24 hours beforehand.
Thank you very much. And I just want to note that the guidelines that I read at the beginning of the meeting continue to be the protocol for the public hearing for application 20-21. And I would like to know for the record, this application was accepted for review on October 28th. Several documents have been posted to the city's website for this application, a full set of plans of 9 pages, a drainage report, 72 pages, and a market study of 103 pages. Mr. Rossetti, were any comments received from the public that we need to acknowledge for the record?
No.
Okay. And who is representing the applicant?
Diane, are you on the phone? Joe, are you on the phone?
Is there anyone here on the phone for application 20-21, Mr. Pereira or
Diane Ward? Yeah.
Attorney Ward?
Lord, don't, Diane Ward.
Oh, Attorney Ward?
She's not on it. I think, Madam Chair, I think it would behoove the commission, despite the fact that the applicants are not here, to at least discuss this application. I know this is for a hearing, if that's permitted. Tony, is the commission allowed to, Panico,
Oh,
Tony, is the commission allowed to discuss this application? I know this is a hearing.
council.
I would think the applicant should be given his opportunity to make his presentation before the commission gets into a substantive discussion.
Okay. You know, I'd like to suggest that we just go into a short 5-minute recess, and I'll ask staff to call the applicant and find out if there is a problem with them participating today. Maybe they couldn't get through on the Zoom call. Okay? So we're going to take a recess.
Joe Pereira's not too far away, so perhaps you could get there.
All right, just hang tight, everybody, until we get some info from Mr. Rossetti.
I sent them both an email earlier.
Gremlin showed up.
Okay.
Joe Pereira, the engineer.
Oh. Yeah, but is he making the presentation or is the attorney? I'll call the attorney right now. No, I've got it.
He did,
I'll call her again.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah, I called her.
Joe's on the phone.
he had, he did the previous application, because he did all the engineering.
Did he?
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't quite sure who did that. Hi, my name is Alex Rossetti from the Shelton Planning and Zoning Commission. I'm calling for Diane Moore. We could table it. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Downtown, downtown. West.
Sure, Bridgeport, he's not gonna be making.
You said he's in Bristol?
Willinger.
Oh, no, but that's why they were gonna call in.
Oh.
That's why we asked.
Chairwoman, while we wait, this is Commissioner Ticky. The city website, kudos to the P&Z staff. The meeting materials are now organized by project rather than by meeting date, which is really helpful, much more intuitive.
Yes, I noticed that as well.
We didn't get any drawings or anything, did we?
No, they're all online. That's what I said. There's hundreds of, like 73 pages of one thing and.
they're all here.
Marketing study of the,
Yeah,
But it's,
yeah, I asked,
right.
here's the marketing,
is that the hard copy?
because, when I spoke to the office earlier, I said, you got anything?
So they knew about it.
They submitted their stuff. It's just to figure out, now it's about to figure out what happened to them. It's not on the table. He's on the phone with them, I think. Alex, question. Do you have Joe on the phone?
Yes.
So we're tabling it. Sounds like it.
Did you get that, Jenny? Yeah, it sounds like her husband passed.
Okay,
I think she got a little,
yeah.
I didn't hear from her, so I was
Yeah.
like, okay, must be.
All right, we're going to reconvene, and due to the applicant's inability to be present at today's meeting, can I have a motion to table application 20-21? There's a motion to table from
The motion
Commissioner Kelly.
should be, the motion should be to, Madam
Wait a
Chairman?
minute, one at a time. We got three people talking, so,
Just continue it.
I'm sorry, this is a motion to continue.
Okay.
Mr. Panico, what were you trying to tell us?
That the motion should be to continue the public hearing.
Okay. So, Commissioner Kelly, can you amend your motion? It's a motion to continue?
I'll make a motion to continue.
Okay, he is amending his motion, so it's a motion to continue. Thank you for the correction. And, Commissioner Motto, you were going to second? Okay, Commissioner Motto has seconded. Commissioner Parkins, you were chiming in. Was that about the wording?
Yeah, it was about keeping the hearing, continuing the hearing, not tabling it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, so there's a motion to continue the public hearing on application 2021 from Commissioner Kelly, seconded by Commissioner Motto. Let's do a roll call. Commissioner Kelly?
Aye.
Commissioner Parkins?
Aye.
Commissioner Harder? Says aye. Commissioner Usel?
Aye.
Commissioner Motto? Aye. And Commissioner Tiki?
Aye.
Okay. All right, next item on the agenda, Mr. Rossetti has a comment?
Just for the clarity for those who are participating remotely, staff and the applicant have been in discussion about this application. The applicant appears to have had a pretty severe personal tragedy just a week ago, so just extend them some courtesy here. Just, these things happen, and heartfelt sympathies go out to them.
Chairwoman, Commissioner Parkins, just for
Go
the
ahead.
record, for the minutes, please, make sure that it's stated that the hearing was continued due to, no presence of the applicant. It's very helpful to know why a hearing's being continued in the minutes.
Absolutely, okay, Sarah is nodding her head that she has heard that particular suggestion, and we'll implement that in the minutes.
Thank you.
Okay, so next on the agenda is other business, and the first item is discussion of commission meeting times. The Chair is well aware of the need for the public to have access to our meetings, and I believe we had established procedures for them to do so. While there are those both on and off the commission who do not care for daytime meetings, until last month our meeting time was limited. I feel a late afternoon meeting time is not necessarily a better meeting time if at the end of the business day. And for those residents who are not working out of their home, it would be when they are leaving their place of employment, most likely, to return to their homes. The best option would be to resume nighttime meetings, but that's not an option at this time. I just want to ask, Mr. Rossetti, do you have a schedule when we would have December meetings before I open it up to the commission?
I can in 1 second.
Okay.
As most of you are well aware, this auditorium and the other facilities in the City Hall are used by multiple commissions and departments. Our plan is to have meetings on December 8th and December 16th.
What days of the week are that?
So the second Tuesday, the 16th is the third Wednesday. We would typically have it on the fourth Wednesday of the month. Obviously, that's getting pretty close to the holiday, so I will look into if there's any gaps in, I'm just curious if City Hall has been open on that day. I mean, that's really up to the commission if, like Christmas is the 25th, right?
It's a Friday.
Yeah. So it would be up to the commission, if we should have a hearing in December, whether it be the 16th or 23rd, we can let them decide.
I don't think that the 23rd is a workable.
Yeah.
I think if anything, you would, right now we have potential for 2 meetings, the 8th and the 16th.
That's correct. I would
Okay.
need to confirm, the space for those dates.
Okay, all right, so that's what you have to look into, is there any room, scheduling complications?
The 8th should be fine because that is our typical regular meeting date, the second Tuesday of the month in the evening, pre-COVID. And then we would typically have the 23rd reserved in the evenings as well. Again, that's pre-COVID. So the 16th would be a change, so I will have to look at that one.
Right, okay, all right, so you'll look into that, but one of the things is I'd like to be consistent in that if we're going to have meetings, can we do them on Wednesdays? I think Tuesdays.
We cannot on the second Wednesday of the month because, that's the Water Pollution Control Authority, that's when they meet.
Okay. Would it help matters if, and I'll throw this out for everybody to weigh in on, would it help if we did the first meeting of the month on a Wednesday, whatever the second Wednesday would be, in the morning, and then the second meeting of the month late in the afternoon?
We might get confused.
Yeah, I think it's better to just keep it all at one time.
I wouldn't trust me, straight.
I just don't, you know what the thing is about Tuesday meetings is that it's the first day back in the office. I think it's a big crunch time for staff, so.
But are we talking about time?
No, not yet, I was
Not yet?
talking about Well, I had thrown that out as an alternate but let's go on the day. So how do commissioners participating remotely feel? Should we do a Tuesday, Wednesday, or a Wednesday, Wednesday? And right now, we definitely have to have 2 meetings in December. Commissioner Parkins, do you have any comments?
Sorry, I was on mute. I would say that if it's our normally monthly meeting, it should be on Tuesday, and any other meeting, public hearings should be on Wednesday, like we've been doing for years.
Yeah, once we went to
I have
Wednesday,
no
we did.
conflict. I would say mornings or afternoon meetings work for me. I will make it work. So that's the one of the benefits of working from home.
Okay, so your Tuesday conflicts we won't have to worry about that?
You will if you have them in the morning.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying, you're not available Tuesday morning. Okay.
Correct.
Okay, Commissioner Ticky, how about you?
I am fine with, sorry, go ahead.
Bruce, go ahead and finish your comments.
Just to clarify, Chairwoman, I'm not available on the second Tuesday of the month in the morning on Tuesdays.
Right. Okay, all right, Commissioner Ticky?
I don't have a preference Tuesday to Wednesday. I can make whatever work. My preference is for a time that is, later in the afternoon or the evening. We do have one commissioner who works, and I think Commissioner Radomski would have been here if not for a situation that he has to deal with at work that I know he shared with me. Otherwise, he would be able to meet. So I think if we can have the meeting times be later in the day, I know there's been much discussion about that. That's more important to me than what day we meet on. I'm happy to meet whether it's a Tuesday or a Wednesday, the second or fourth week of the month.
Okay, Commissioner Yusa, how about you?
Yeah, the days don't matter. It doesn't make a difference for me. I would prefer meetings to be later in the day. Early afternoon or evenings would be my preference at this point.
Okay, Commissioner Kelly?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, doesn't matter. And Commissioner Motto?
Just want to throw this out. I know there was some email discussion about having
You got your mic?
evening meeting in one of the schools, and I'm gathering that's probably not possible for some reason, but I just wanted to throw that out.
I think staff looked into it, and I think Mr. Rossetti could clarify if I'm incorrect, but I thought something had to do with equipment kind of requirements for projection. So, Mr. Rossetti, want to speak on that?
I can't imagine the schools would want the public utilizing their space during this pandemic.
Absolutely, I agree with you, Commissioner Parkins.
I thought the Board of Ed was meeting in one of the schools.
I think
False rumor?
They have their own separate cleaning, everything.
Okay.
It's a lot easier if we stay in our space and they stay in their space.
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
My time is completely flexible, so whatever works for everybody else, I'm fine with
Okay.
that.
Very good. All right, and Commissioner Kelly, you said that you're open to whatever.
Right.
Okay, so, Alex, why don't you look into what the Tuesday, December 8th in the afternoon looks like? Look into Wednesday, December 16th, afternoon. I'm willing to try this for December. I do want to make sure that the public can attend. That I think is something that we do have to keep in mind. So once Alex looks into that, then he'll contact us to give us a schedule for December. But everybody, please make sure that you do hold those 2 dates open, December 8th and December 16th. Okay. Any final comments before we move on the meetings? Okay. All right, comments from the chair and subcommittee chairs is next on the agenda. I have no further comments at this time. How about Commissioner Amato, anything from the zoning subcommittee?
No.
Okay, nothing. And Commissioner Kelly, anything from downtown subcommittee?
No, not at this time.
Okay. One thing that, I'm going to back up for a minute with, thought just occurred to me about having further comments, but if staff could look into the apartment building that's on Old Bridgeport Avenue at the entrance to the condos. It looks like it's pretty ready to go. Has it gotten COs?
They're still in the process of getting their COs. I think they're gonna finish up next week, and we're
Okay.
gonna perform our zoning inspection, I think, the first week of December.
Great, and then you could ask them to schedule a walkthrough, a site visit for us. And are we,
Madam Chairman, we've also, made arrangements for a walkthrough of, called the, Riverside Lofts, so we can schedule that.
good. That's the former Spondex building.
That's correct.
Okay, the one, I bring up the one about Old Bridgeport Avenue only because we just drove by there on the way to the meeting, and I noticed there was a green banner up, so it looks like they're starting to advertise.
Inspections are for, as Josh said, the first week,
Mhm.
but it will be ready for pass-through the second or third week.
Good, okay, that would be great to see all that. So no other comments, then, final agenda item is, notation where you have the 3 meetings for October listed. Those minutes are on the website. Please make sure that, all commissioners become acquainted with them and review them so that we can vote on them. They'll be, Mr. Rossetti, you'll have them on the next, meeting agenda?
Yes.
Okay, so they'll be on, next week's meeting for approval. All right, seeing that there's no other further business for the commission, is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Motion to adjourn from Commissioner Kelly, is there a second?
Second.
Second from Commissioner Amato, on a roll call, Commissioner Parkins?
Aye.
Commissioner, Ticky?
Aye.
Commissioner Usel?
Aye.
Commissioner Amato?
Aye.
Commissioner Kelly?
Aye.
And the chair votes aye, and motion to adjourn is passed. The meeting is adjourned as of 5:14. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, you're gone. You're gone. You're gone.
Alex, can you print out the site plans for
Yes,
meeting?